My name is Creature and I'm here to walk you through the latest patch in PUBG. The patch 7.2 has risen some controversy and there's a lot of misinterpretation, and I just thought to share what I've learned while reading the patch notes and while talking in Twitter and such. So let's get started. The update itself consists of two big things: the ranked mode and bots, and we will get to them both separately. First, the ranked mode. The survival title that we've had, that's now being discarded and replaced with the ranked mode. This is something a lot of players has been asking for a long time, and finally it's here. But the problem that people have is that it's squad only currently. So if you want to raise your rank, start grinding it, you want some Diamond League stuff, you need to play squad games. Okay, you can play 1-man, 2-man, 3-man, 4-man squad, no problem. But the idea behind the squad only seems to, it has made people angry, because many people are playing solos, a lot of people play duos, and then there are the people who play squad mode. I used to play solo more. Nowadays I'm either squad or duos, depending on who's online. And I can see where the anger comes from. No problem with that, but a lot of people just seem to forget that this is just the first step of the ranked mode. From what I've read, comments from Brian Oregon, SV Prefector nowadays, head of North American PUBG, and other people like that. This is basically the first step. This is just the introduction of the ranked mode to PUBG. The new ranked mode. We've had some iterations formerly, but this is the newest, latest, and hopefully this will prove to be working well. And how this works? Well, you have a separate queue for ranked mode. There you will queue for games that are 64 players. There are no bots, and if you play squad, if you play with your mates, you need to be close together in your levels. If you have, if you're too far apart of each other, then you won't be able to join the game. Also, if you dodge games, so let's say you don't like Miramar, you join game and you get Miramar. If you leave that in the pre-lobby, inside the game, there's gonna be a time penalty for you for dodging the game, and it will prevent whole squad that you're in to join a new game while you're on your cooldown. And in some regions, at least what I've understood, US and EU, the SMS verification is also in place. So if you wish to play ranked, you need to verify that you're not cheater and anything like that via SMS verification. I think it's a good thing. It will limit the amount of cheaters online. Okay, that depends a lot on the country where the cheater is from, but hopefully this will help at least a bit on the matter. And you need to have minimal survival mastery level before you can go for ranked. I can understand that, because a lot of times cheaters just hop in and start cheating. So this will also prevent that from happening. 20 levels of survival mastery shouldn't be a problem to pretty much anyone. It should just show that you can play the game, you're worthy of the ranked mode. And the rule set that's being used in ranked mode. There have been a lot of people asking for ranked mode and asking that it would come with esports rule set known as super rule set. And when it was released that it won't be super rule set, but it will be a variation of it, this also seemed to make people angry. And I don't know why, because what I've read these rule sets for ranked, it's mirroring the esports mode a lot. There are some minor tweaks. Basically, that's just for the people to enjoy it more, because esports, it can be quite a step to jump from your typical casual matches over to esports mode. I've done that step. I've played Ghana League, Finnish esports league for companies, and I've tried my wings in PSL, that's the Finnish national league for PUBG, and I will be trying more. The step was a tough one because the circles move really much differently from your casual matches, and it wasn't 1 or 2 times that we were taken by surprise before we learned that and all that stuff. It's just a good thing that they are taking a little variation from it to make it more casual friendly, but still competitive. There will be no crossbows, there will be no red zone, unfortunately no motor glider, but the loot spawns are overall increased. And if when combined with the 64 player base of the map of the match, this will mean that you will get your loot quicker, you will find what you want better, and it's just usually quite quick loot phase. Then you start packing together with other players and the matches really start, and then there's the action. Hard dropping isn't that much of a deal in esports, so I'm guessing also in ranked hard dropping won't serve so big part. There are some other things also that have taken the people by surprise. One thing is that just a second, I'm checking. Yes, here, the climbing of the ladder. If you wish to, if you start your journey on bronze and you wish to be on gold before the season ends, you need to climb the ladder by grinding RP and just proving that you're better and better. And the best of the best will be in Master. And here you can see the 3 things that are getting you RP. Of course, kills, assists, and personal placement. This was quite controversial because currently we have only a squad mode available, which means that you need to play with your teammates, and the placement of the squad doesn't do anything for you. It's only your personal placement, which means that, there are 4 of you. You land in Pochinki, you get shot with a shotgun early on, looting, and you're flushed, and the 3 remaining guys manage to take out the other team and go and win the round, get the precious chicken dinner. They get the XP for the placement, but you don't, because it's personal. So if you're a scout in your team and you get taken by surprise, which isn't anything new for scouts, your XP stops there. And this is not so good, but just today I read Steve the Happy Whale comment on Twitter that they are investigating for the seasons that are to come options where the squad placement would also be taken into consideration of your RP, which is great. Which is, well, that is really good news. So this is this season, and we'll get through this, no problem. Then there's the leaderboard. Well, everyone wants to be there, but only the top dogs get there. Simple as that. And if you manage to get to gold tier, which is here, not that far, if you manage to get there or higher, you will get ranked reward skins. And there's also the promise that they are distinguishable, they are unique. So if you want them, the only way to get them is to manage to play well in that season. So in season 1 we get a set of skins. They won't be reused from what I've read. So if you want them, you gotta do well now. And then the other big topic, bots. Casual play, the typical play style that we have so far, that will have bots. Well, okay, the patch is up already, so it has bots. Currently, people are getting real angry about the bots because they are dumb ass. And, well, that's just normal, because the MMR for the bots starts from 0. They don't know who you are, they don't know how you play. The servers are just starting to track your MMR for the new settings. So what I've read from console people that already have the patch, it will take something like 20 to 30 matches for your MMR to really kick in, and that means that before that you will probably end up in matches with a lot of bots that are dumb, and that's just how it's supposed to work. The servers need to learn your playstyle, how good you are, and when you prove your worthiness, then you will get more difficult bots. And if you're even more worthy, if you're one of the actually really good players, then there should be even less bots visible, and you should be playing more with the other top dogs that are present. Of course, if you go to play, let's say Miramar, that's had a lot of problems with queue times. If you go play it in EU on weekday at, let's say, around 11, 12 o'clock at night, when there's not a lot of players, there won't be a lot of players. So you will get bots. And the only thing here is that you will get to play Miramar still. With previous settings, if there wasn't players, there wasn't match. Now you will get there, okay, with bots, but still you can play Miramar, you can learn the places, you can learn the meta of the map. And when it comes to those matches that are filled with players, you will know it better. Currently I've had, I don't even remember when I was able to play Miramar solo last time, because usually I tend to play at night, late at night, and because that hasn't been possible for me to join in Miramar solo. Also Miramar duos have been absent. There's not much of playtime that I've gotten after the previous, no, two seasons ago when it was Miramar season, that forced players to play more Miramar. Then it was able, then we got Karakin, Miramar died. Now we have Vikendi, Miramar remains dead. So now we have bots and we can actually play Miramar again. So I think it's good. And the bots are only present in normal matches, so no worries about ranked mode. It won't be spoiled with bots. If you don't like bots, play ranked. And well, they are limited. They will learn to use the throw balls, to lean, to let's grab, to jump later on. But currently they are just walking, running, and trying to shoot you. I went to PTS, the public test server, and tried a couple of matches against bots, and well, it was cute. They actually even tried at some points. Usually they seem to prefer Uzi, and well, that's just how they work. Then there are some other interesting stuff coming. Gameplay gets a little tweak. Reload times for 5.56 weapons is increased. M416 gets nerfed because it has been dominating the RR table for a long time, so they are nerfing it to make it more in par with other ARs. It will lose a bit of damage, not much, little bit of muzzle velocity, which means that it should be more viable to use M16 in future for replacement for a DMR. If you don't come by a DMR and you just need to pick up M16, it's gonna be a better option than M4. And also the damage distance is getting reduced, so that supports that also. Also M16 and Mutant both are getting a bit buff. When you're firing in a quick succession or using burst, there won't be so much recoil, and there will be tracers, so you will know where you shoot. Kind of like what's going on already with the SRs and DMRs. You can track where the bullet lands, making it easier to use them, and those are only visible to you, so opponent won't be seeing those tracers. And barrel is getting buffed also. Damage will remain the same, but muzzle velocity will go up and recoil will be reduced, so it won't be kicking like a mule in future. Shotguns are also getting a small buff. Limb multiplier, head multiplier are getting better, hip fire accuracy better. Overall, they are getting better. Saiga will carry more rounds and the pump action will be quicker and such. Also, this is really interesting. The armor system, when your armor is trashed, up until now, the vest that you were carrying disappears, and the vest holds items, so you're over encumbered and the items drop, and you don't have any protection. From now on, the vest will remain on you, so you can carry the items that you had, and it will have a 20% protection. So that's great news. There was also gonna be gas can improvements. In PTS you were able to pour the gasoline on floor and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to test those, and it doesn't make it to 7.2. So it's cancelled for now. They will do it later, but just not now. Then there's the user interface that's getting some tweaks, improvements. Colors, while in vehicle they are getting reworked. I think this is good, because earlier you were white, teammates were green, and enemies were yellow. Those are quite neutral. Now you will be yellow to distinguish you better. Teammates will be white, so you know that's the mass of your party, and if there's enemy, it will be in red. You will actually see that straight that there's enemy inside the vehicle. Then let's see, there was, oh yeah, this one, blue zone humming sound. No more will the blue zone have its distinguishable humming noise when it's still. It will only hum when it's moving. So when the face is not shifting, you won't be bothered with that humming, and when it starts to hum, you know it's time to move if you hear the humming noise. I think that's great. Also, the second track of the survival pass missions has been unlocked. There's some new skin rewards, if I remember right. And well, then there's some new small house sets added to India, and some small adjustments like that. Some new skins, looking good. I don't know if I'm gonna wear these ever, but these are quite fun. And well, of course, replay system won't be using the old fights anymore. There goes one match that I was supposed to take greens, and then there's a long list of bug fixes once again, and you can read these from the patch notes. There's also a dev letter from the PUBG regarding the rank mode. I recommend that you will read it, because it will explain even more in detail what's the meta, what's the idea behind rank mode in this form that they brought it to us. And I think this patch all in all is really good, and unfortunately I haven't had yet time to go and play, but as soon as I'm done with uploading this video to YouTube, I will be playing. And if you wish to find me, usually I'm pretty much always in Twitter. If you seek out my nickname Creature, that's me. I occasionally stream. I try to make more YouTube videos in the future, and I'm doing some small clips for Twitter currently, so be sure to check them. I'll drop the links down below too. But that's all for now. Thank you. See you on the Battlegrounds.